boobs. Oh my god, do you guys believe in bad omens? I'm not talking about the band. You should all believe in Noah. I'm talking about like bad omens. I have a stairgate here to just stop my ferrets getting into my studio. I just went for a whittle because I have a bladder the size of a dice. Came back and I tripped over the gate. I've cut my knee open, dropped Barbie pins all over the floor, dropped my camera, I've dropped my phone, I've cracked my phone screen. I think Footwear is out there hexing me. He's like, don't do the video, Emily. Killstar's out there with a big witch cauldron like, the fugly witch will go down. Damn, Brands! You're the one being nasty. I'm just out here pointing it out. Right, how you doing, guys? How are you doing? We are back. We are back to scratch that bitch itch with another video you didn't ask for. So I do anti-haul videos, and they're kind of like hauls, but without showing you anything. I kind of tell you why I don't want to shop with a brand for various reasons that have included ripping customers off, stealing bank details, sending customers sexually harassing messages. This has been Mickey Mouse's wild frickin' ride, and we are just getting started. So I thought I would go back or sit back like Mother Goose storybook time. I need a book. I don't own a book. I thought I'd sit down and go through some of the old brands that I have anti-hauled and give you an update. Let you know where they are now, what they're up to, if they're still doing the same shit that they were doing 5-6 years ago. Let's do this, because I got my laptop here, yes, with my own stickers on them. Oh my god, if you can't love yourself, how you blah blah blah, or whatever Jesus said. Some brands have changed, some haven't, some have got worse, but we'll get into that. So grab a drink. You haven't got time. You haven't got time to grab a drink. You should have done that before we started the video. Let's jump straight in. Ironfist. Do you remember Ironfist? They once had such a hold on my vagina. I would have sold my ovaries for one of their faux jackets. What happened to you, man? You used to be cool. So 4 years ago, Ironfist earned their very right... Do I have a trophy? Of course I don't have a trophy, I don't win anything. Here's your trophy, Ironfist. So 4 years ago, Ironfist earned their trophy in the Anti-Hall of Fame. Oh, congratulations. For just being bags. They seem to be doing so well as a brand. They seem to be going up and up and up and up and doing collabs with famous musicians. And it was like, oh, I'm watching my little sprout spurt. And then out of nowhere was a closing down sale. This was Sons of Anarchy OP before Sons of Anarchy OP. I was so happy though that they had closing down sales because I did shoppeth. I bought a top in their closing down sale. It's been about 6 years and I'm still waiting for it to turn up. I expect it to arrive any day now. I'm never gonna let you forget that, Ironfist. Mainly because I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. So what's happened since my anti-haul? Ironfist did a collaboration with the beautiful Ash Costello of the rock band New Year's Day. But she brought out a really, really cool collection and I bought so much of this collection. It was called Bat Royalty. There were boots with little bat wings. I had the white dress with the bats and the spots on it. There was a black mesh dress with bats. Basically everything had bats on it. And me being a spooky weirdo, just needed it. I needed it. I got all of it. I needed it. Sorry, honey, you can't eat tonight. Mummy needs a new crop top. But then some weird shiz started happening. Ash's name got removed from the website and it was just called the Bat Royalty collection. It wasn't called Ash Costello Bat Royalty anymore. As an Ironfist mega fan, you know, I noticed these little things. I'm a people watcher. I notice these things. It turns out that they allegedly, you know, I'm not judge, jury and executioner, but allegedly they ripped off her designs, they sold pieces from her collection without her name being on them, which I did see with my own 4 eyes. They used her designs and sold them as their own, and she claims that they were withholding payment from her, money that was owed that she earned from the collab that they didn't pay her. Ironfist denied these claims at the time, and I'm sure they still do if they're out there somewhere gallivanting. It did go to court, but I couldn't find a verdict of the lawsuit if they were found guilty, innocent. My theory is that they settled out of court, and that's why Ironfist closed down. Something as big as this would have majorly put a brand out of business, and the two things happening pretty much at the same time. It can't, you know, it's, it fits. But that's the first time. Girl. That's the first time. Their last Instagram post on the UK Ironfist page at the time of filming this video was on January 2019. You know, COVID. Oh, did Ironfist invent COVID? Yes. Oh no, they'll come sue me now. And almost all the comments on that post are about them taking people's money. Like, where's my order? Are you going to refund me? Where is my order? Ship my order out. I'm pretty sure that at least their UK Instagram page is not being monitored, because these comments definitely 100% would have been taken off. But that makes the next like comeback even more amusing, because their first closing down sale was 6 years ago. So that was before the January 2019 post. That was about a year before. So they had posted the on the UK page about a year after they had closed down. So fast forward, on their main Instagram page at Ironfist Clothing, they posted this in April 2021. To be continued. I feel like, you know, we need a Dr. Evil laugh. Continuing what? To rip people off? To not fulfill orders? To get people's hopes up with your clothing and then not send them out? Do you know how long I've been waiting for my top, Ironfist?
It's been 84 years.
How exciting. I can't wait for you to come back. They didn't lie though. They did not lie. For once, Ironfist did not lie, because they did come back. They did indeed continue. 2 years from the April 2021 post. 2 years later, they posted again. Their next post was in August 2023, so 2 and a bit years later. And they posted that they're still coming soon. This is ridiculous. I'm still waiting. It's been 2 years. Well, it's been 6 damn years, but it's been 2 years since your to be continued post. And I know to be continued literally means like it's to be continued. It can be forever, ever. But come the f on, Bridget. It's literally been years. You've ripped so many people off. Even if you did come tomorrow, turn up at my front door with a tray of cupcakes and nipple-shaped cookies and be like, Emily, we want you. Model for us. Really? You want me? I'd take the cookies and I would slam that door in your face. You guys are literally the world's best champions of peekaboo. I don't know what... this is just a game. You keep coming and going. To be continued. If they do miraculously come back, in my opinion, I think they're done. I think the damage is done. Once upon a time, they were an amazing brand. To me, they had fantastic clothes. They were well made and they did last. You know, I still have some pieces from about 10 years ago that have lasted so well. But the fact that they ripped off so many people, the quality went down during the sale. I've been waiting 6 damn years for my top or a refund and I've just been ignored. Bitch, you're gone. Bye. But that's it for Ironfist. I guess we'll see you guys in 2 years for the next coming soon post. InteremoDeus. I think I said that wrong. InteremoDeus. I think it is. Into the bin with ya. This was the first Antihaul I did in 2020. Like, this started off the right, do work. I worked with this brand on a collab video. They sent me loads of clothes to try and show you guys and tell you guys what I thought, do a haul, blah, blah, blah. And Lord, oh Lord, did this review cement my place as an honest YouTuber. You're welcome. Whenever a brand reaches out to me and they're like, would you like to do a review for us? If I accept the review offer, I do always reply back to the brand and I say, look, I will be 100% honest. Influencers do have this, they have this thing where they take money, where they lie. They lie to you for free shiz and money, and that's, no. If I tell you something is good, I want you to know that I believe it's good. We're not out here like Michaela. I want you to know that you can trust me. So I said to this brand, yes, I would love to do a collab with you, but please know if I do not like your stuff, I will be brutally honest. I will say I don't like it. I don't like it. If I love it, I will say I love it, and that's how it will go. The way I see it, if I wouldn't spend my money on it, I don't want you to spend your money on it. I'm just out here doing the Lord's work. I do love it though, because I absolutely annihilated this brand. I hated their stuff so much, and at the same time, another alternative YouTuber uploaded a haul of the same brand, and they were like, oh my god, everything's such good quality. Look at the quality, guys. Look at it. It's amazing. It's so good, guys. Use my discount code. Oh, it's so freaking good. It was literal shit. It was literal right, get back in the video. It was shit. You cannot trust influencers. So InteremoDeus, into the toilet, claimed to be a good business. They were a small business. They claimed that everything was, I don't believe they claimed to be sustainable or ethical or anything, but they claim to be a small family business that tried to do their best to help the planet. That was bollocks. Everything I got in that video was drop shipped. It was all AliExpress screen printed drop shipped shit. So like my top is black on, it's black fabric with print on the front. Dropped ship AliExpress Shein stuff is usually white fabric, and then if it's black background, so this would be white on this side, and then the black would be printed on as well, so the fabric itself isn't black. Does that make sense? All the clothes were like that. Everything was printed on, the designs was printed, they were stolen. Basically that's it. They get stolen designs off the internet, and they just take a picture and they scan it down, scan it on, poof, Bob's your uncle. Is he? Everything was rubbish quality. There was loose threads. Everything was so poorly made. It was a disaster. And I sat in my video and I just said that I would not personally buy this stuff. So I wasn't paid for my video. I was sent the clothes in exchange for the review. And as nice as it is to receive free clothes do not pay my bills. You know, I can't go up to British Gas and be like, hey babe, here's a push-up bra. Chuck a tenner on the lecky, will ya? So I kept my video up. So what happened after that? Not long after my video went up, the brand reached out to me and asked if they could send me more products to review, and I respectfully declined. I was, no thank you, ma'am, no thank you. After a bit of back and forth, they ended up calling me a bitch, and then their Instagram started to just upload offensive memes. It switched from uploading drop-shipped clothes that they were uploading to just mainly Jesus, Satan, and homophobic memes. It was weird. So I just kind of got on with my life. This was a few years ago and didn't think anything else of it. Almost a year after my video went up, the brand allegedly got new owners. The email also said that their social media had all been deleted due to the previous owner's offensive meme posting, which I did check while researching this video, and their Instagram, or the original Instagram at least, is gone. Their website is also gone, but their Facebook is still active and live. The last post on there was from March 2023, and it's still shitty memes about Jesus. It's literally stuff that a 15-year-old edgelord would post. Oh, fuck me while Jesus watches. Calm down, Brenda. Have some holy water. And considering they allegedly changed hands in 2021 and this post was from 2023, is that the old owner too? I don't know. The website's gone. The brand seems to have gone, but the Facebook's still up. The Facebook still says that they make clothes, and if they do pop up somewhere, I would still avoid them. Let's add a little bit of spice. Koi Footwear. So this was one that, I don't know, this was one. Koi Footwear are a platform boot shoe company, very fast fashion footwear. Fast fashion footwear. Although sometimes they do sell completely random things, like a tin of baked beans. I don't frickin' know. As well as selling, admittedly, pretty cute boots and shoes. They also sexually harass their customers. Oh, I'll have the Mary Janes in a size 5 and a little bit of a tit wank as well. Oh, I ain't had a tit wank in years. I better ask for one. Ben's gonna be happy when he comes home from work. My anti-haul on Koi came out in 2022. At the time, the highest priced boots on their website were these bad boys. These were £120, but they were limited edition collaboration boots. And these ones, which are their basic standard range, which they always have, which were £110. Thank you, past Emily, for putting in the screenshots in your anti-haul, because I couldn't find these pictures anywhere on the internet. And past you, thanks you. So thanks. The limited edition ones, I believe, are gone. They were a collab, but the metal £110 ones are still on their website, and they have risen by 30 squid. 30 Squidward tentacles to £140. In 2 years, that's more than minimum wage for the same pair of boots. Now, I understand, you know, prices go up and everything. That's quite a jump in 2 years when minimum wage has gone up, what, £1? When your soles are glued on as well, like glued on platform boots should not be costing close to £150. I had over 500 comments on my video. No need to clap, no need to clap. And the majority of them were people saying that their shoes had broken. It seemed to be mainly ones with solid platforms. So a lot of people didn't have problems with like Mary Janes or ones that had smaller platforms. It seemed to be the ones with a more solid, chunky, like a flat form. And most people were saying that their boots had broken on the first wear to, I'd say, about the 4th wear. 1 to 4 wears that their boots are broken. And this is exactly what happened to me. This is why Koi made my list in the first place. Mine actually arrived with the zip broken, and then they wouldn't give me a refund because they had a zip on the inside and laces up the front, and they said I could just use the laces. I got them because I didn't want to do the laces up. They had a zip, so I don't want to be lacing zips. I know this is kind of just like, I want to do zips up. I don't want to sit down and do laces. What if I'm late for the bus? What if I'm late for the bus? Because I'm sat there doing laces up when I could have just done the zip up. But they didn't want to refund me, but that's all in the first video. They claimed at the time of my first anti-haul of them that they were sustainably made and they were working towards being more ethical, but their shoes are made in China and in an unverified factory, so which is it, Koi? They're also vegan leather. And as much as I love animals, vegetarian, save the planet, save the animals, I rescue ferrets, I rescue rats. My house stinks of animals. I stink of animals. You know, no animal should suffer for us. Vegan leather is made of PVC and polyurethane, which is plastic and petroleum based. Oh, let me get comfy. Bush my table. It's not exactly sustainable or good for the planet, and PVC is non-biodegradable. So their boots will literally just sit in landfill. They won't break down. They will just sit there for future generations. Or imagine cave people. We found carvings. We found hieroglyphics of the Egyptians. Beautiful carvings on the walls, pyramids. And our future generations are going to find broken Koi footwear boots. Is that the footprint you want to leave for the future generations? Stamp it out. That was a lot of foot puns. But yeah, an environmentally friendly, sustainable brand that makes shoes that do not biodegrade. And it's been a few years and they're still doing the same shit. There's also very little verification to prove how sustainable they actually are. Surely if you were as sustainable as you claim to be, you would put the proof out there. It's easy to put on your website, we are sustainable, but where's the proof? They also claim to be PETA approved vegan, but I could not find that anywhere on PETA's websites. I hunted on PETA's, and don't get me started on PETA, but I hunted on PETA's approved brands website and I could not find Koi anywhere. Someone's on Santa's naughty list and it's the CEO of this brand. We'll get into that in a minute. I think they know what words to use to reel people in, and I think they're using them. I mean, my magic words are cream eggs, so just say I got cream eggs and I'll come running. All in all, not much has really changed with Koi. They still have a good Trustpilot review, but if you go down to the actual reviews, they're all arrived quickly, look cute, the same as they were in my Antihaul. They're reviews that were posted pretty much as soon as the shoes arrived. So it looks like people are leaving reviews before they've actually walked a mile in these Louboutins. I wish people would use things more before they leave reviews. It gives you a better sense of if something's worth something. Because I do go by Trustpilot, but I just don't believe Koi's Trustpilot reviews. In my opinion, Koi are still prioritizing fashion over function and charging nearly 150 quid for something that will break. The phone that they will break in a few months is disgusting, and their prices are creeping up a lot faster than I thought they were, and they are on par with New Rock now. Admittedly, New Rock are not as good as they used to be, but they are a heck of a lot better than Koi footwear, and they will last you years in comparison 2 months. King Google says that shoes should last an average of 8 to 12 months. I disagree. I think shoes should last longer than that. Like, I've literally had my New Rocks for about 6 years and they're still going strong. I had my Koi boots that I wore for Bloodstock with the broken zip. I wore them, what, 2-3 days at Bloodstock? One day, I can't remember. I said in my Antihaul, I wore them for between 1 and 3 days and they broke. So I still do not recommend Koi. I think they've put their prices up, but nothing has really changed. In fact, nothing has really changed. At the time my Antihaul went up, there was a section in the Antihaul of the owner allegedly sexually harassing customers over Twitter and Instagram, posting customers' photos and putting thirst traps. This was a couple of years ago and they're still doing it, and this is from their official accounts as well. This isn't from some random account that's got Koi in their bio. This is from Koi Footwear's official accounts. Does anyone watch I Am Charlie Lee on TikTok? Because I love him. Whenever I shout out, he's scared of the willy, it's from Charlie, and I just love him. Well, he posted a video the other day saying that Koi Footwear reached out to him on Instagram and asked if he would like to collab with them, get a free pair of boots, show them off, blah, blah, blah. He replied back and said, yes, I'd love to. I do have the video, so I will play it in a second. And then the person on Koi Footwear's end sent him a voice note saying he was sexy. The comments under the TikTok video were from people saying they allegedly used to work at Koi, and that is the owner's voice, the CEO, Uzair Ahmed. Sorry if I said your name wrong. You're allegedly a perv. He's allegedly the one whose voice is in that note, and what? Imagine you out. Imagine you go into Boots and you buy yourself some tampons, and then all of a sudden, you get a phone call from Mr. Boots, and he's like, I'd love to see you put them in. Like, there is I mean, I would gross. I know what some people are gonna say, like, it's not that serious, it's funny. It's not though, is it? Like, I like a joke, and I like a bit of creepy, and I like a bit of weird, but at the end of the day, when a brand is reaching out to you for a collab and then they're sending you voice notes saying you look really sexy, and it's an older person with money in power taking advantage of someone that maybe wants to get where this person is, it's called grooming, and there's a reason why it's illegal. These things were happening a couple of years ago when I did my Antihaul. They were posting customers' pictures on Twitter and commenting sexual things about goth girls in big boots, and it's like, you're a shoe brand. I feel like I could rant about this all day, so I'm just gonna say that is wrong. Strangers on the internet, no matter who they are, but especially from a brand, shouldn't be messaging you saying anything unprofessional. So back on the actual brand, Koi are still a fast fashion brand doing what fast fashion brands do.
I received a creepy DM from a well-known company on Instagram, and let's talk about it. So the company is called Koi Footwear, and they just make like edgy, cool, quirky shoes. And they reached out to me and said they wanted to do a collaboration. They wanted to send me a free pair of shoes for a post on Instagram. And I thought, oh my God, they think I'm edgy, cool, quirky. Like, let's do it. And this is when I first started doing social media. So this was all new to me, and I was just like, really excited. The shoes came and I was like, oh my God, it's not a scam. Like, it's legit. Oh my God, oh my God. Do the post, tag them. And I think that's the end of our encounter, but it's not. So the next day, I get a voice note from the Koi Footwear page, like the official page that I've been speaking to them over, like, with text on. They're now sending me a voice note. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, we're building a relationship. We're becoming personal, sending me voice notes and shit. You want to pay me for the next post because we did this one for free? Like, but no, it was not that. It was a creepy old man saying, you're looking very sexy there, Charlie. Remember, this is on the official business page.
You're looking pretty sexy there, Charlie.
Killstar. Oh my God. Killstar. Oh my God. Oh my God, Sharky. Killstar. No other Antihaul has got me so much hate than the Killstar one. You guys ride Killstar's dick hard. So Killstar are the leaders in goth alternative fashion. Since my Antihaul on them, which was a few years ago, they have dropped the occult luxury label. Killstar was allegedly sold in 2020 from the previous alternative owners to a businessman. And we all know what that means. Money, 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 money! Money! It became a money-making corporation, and by God, it shows. They were originally a small brand based in they came from Scotland. Scotland. Mordieu. I'm sorry, whenever I hear Scotland, I just want to say Mordieu because my daughter loves Brave, and whenever we watch Brave, we just walk around the house being like, oh, Mordieu! And yeah, I love it. So the company was allegedly bought by a businessman called Tom Burl? I can't remember. I'm too poor to pronounce your last name. From the US, who works for a private equity company. Now I know businesses are there for money. I'm not an idiot. I may look like one, but I know businesses, they're there to make money. But private equity companies are there to make investors money and nothing else. When Killstar was the small alternative owned brand, there was so much thought put into it. You could really tell the designs were thought through. They were cared about. And now it's just make the same dress in a different colour. Make the same dress in a different colour. Make it 2 inches shorter. Make the same dress with wider sleeves. It's literally cookie cutter clothing. That's why you may have noticed that Killstar seem to have a new drop every couple of weeks. Because it's the same things, just mirrored. It's like walking through a house of mirrors. It's no imagination anymore, and certainly downhill quality. Oh, that felt like a personal attack. I've noticed an increase in their prices too, because every now and again I'll have a look. But they have got expensive, haven't they? They have hiked up that cornfield. They started off as a little corn seed, but now they are right up to the husk. 70 quid dresses. Bitch, I earn minimum wage. I work a whole day to afford a dress that will be see-through. They're playing mind games as well. They had a jacket that I wanted that a year ago was about 150 quid. Faux leather, not even real leather, so faux leather biker jacket. I checked last year to see how much it was, and it was 300 and something. So I was stressing about Koi's like £30 price increase, and Killstar out here upgrading nearly 200 quid. Ah! My neighbours are banging on the wall. Shut the fuck up, early. Now I'm gonna get titty wanked later. I'm excited. So let's talk personal. I will always support my friends. So one of my friends got the opportunity to work with Killstar, and I'm so fucking proud of her. Round of applause. It was her goal to get into modelling, and I was so proud that one of her first modelling gigs was with this massive company. She did end up doing it. She got some amazing pictures. Wonderful, wonderful. Could not be prouder of her. So Killstar's stylist reached out to her via Instagram and asked if she would like to model for them. And oh my, she was so excited. She came around my house. We watched some films. We were like, oh, what are you gonna wear? How are you gonna do your hair? It was so exciting. See, I can be a girly girl sometimes. They told her that they would pay for travel costs and time costs. Now, I used to do alternative modelling I mean, back in the 2000s, like, who didn't? So I know, like, time for print, it wasn't time for print. She didn't get any print, so she was getting paid and she was getting travel costs. That's like the bare minimum, especially from a big brand. It was so sweet, actually. I'm gonna make this really personal. It was so sweet, actually, because she planned to buy a big ring light when she got paid and proper carry on her modelling career and take more pictures. And but of course, that I wouldn't be talking about it if it went that smoothly, would I? So the day comes around, she travels from Ipswich to London via train with her boyfriend and does the photo shoot. I believe it was originally supposed to be 2 days, but they got it all done in one, so that was easier. Photos came out amazing. They did a TikTok, it came out really good. The clothes looked fabulous, she looked incredible. She was working it. More passion, more energy, more energy. I want to confirm that the photos, even if they hadn't been used, it doesn't matter. You still gave up your time. The photos and the TikTok were used and are to this day. At the time of filming this, I checked their social media. They are still up on their social media. So a couple of weeks after the photo shoot, my friend hears nothing. She doesn't hear from the stylist, she doesn't hear, like, she sent a thank you message after the photo shoot and was like, thank you for having me, I had a really great time. Stylist replied, and then that was it, didn't hear anything. So she left it a couple of weeks, sent a message and asked the awkward, hi, so when will I be paid? I'm guessing she did it nicer than that. I'd be like, bitch, where's my money? And the stylist replied really nicely and was like, oh, sorry, if you send over a PayPal invoice, I'll send it to HR or payroll or whatever, and they'll get that sorted for you. So she did that. Of course you do that. You want to get paid. So she did that. Never heard anything. Never heard anything again. I believe she reached out to them again and never heard anything. That was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and she has not been paid by Killstar. She did not get to keep the clothes. She did not get the clothes that they were wearing all day, and they were wearing boots and shoes and walking over, I don't know if it was a beach or like cobbled, like stony ground. So all the stones would have got in the bottom of those shoes. So I don't think they would have been able to sell the shoes. So I don't know what they would have done with the shoes. And the clothes will get sweaty if you're like wearing them out, and I don't know. She didn't get paid. She didn't get to keep the clothes, and like for a brand that big out there taking advantage of people, especially someone so lovely and someone that wanted to get in the industry and thought they had this massive step up. No, she isn't on social media anymore, and it fucking sucks that the brand took advantage of her like that. She did not get paid. 3 years later, she has not been paid. And the pictures and the TikToks are still up on their social media. They're still using her to sell their clothes, which are still available on their website. She got nothing out of it. I mean, she got the privilege of being a Killstar model, but that does not pay bills, does it? But that's how the rich stay rich. By ripping people, pins and needles. By ripping people off. So moving on. Killstar have released another brand called Killist? I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. Killist. Which is basically normal Killstar stuff, same Killstar pictures, same Killstar everything, just under a different name. It's on their website still as Killstar stuff, but it's sold through other websites that sell different brands as Killist, yeah, not as Killstar. So I don't know if this is them trying to rebrand, or if them trying to sell their clothes as not Killstar, because they have lately got a bit of a reputation for not having good quality stuff. I have definitely seen an increase in people complaining about their stuff, and I wondered if this was their way of kind of getting around it, because they did stop wholesaling their stuff at one point. I used to get their stuff from Kate's Clothing, just because I love Kate's Clothing, and they stopped wholesaling to every website at one point, and then they weren't making enough money, so they started it again. And I wonder if by slightly changing their name and wholesaling it out again, if they're trying to trick the people that don't like Killstar. Because it looks exactly like Killstar stuff, but as someone that doesn't really go on their website unless I'm looking for something very specific, I wouldn't necessarily know that it was Killstar. Actually, when I first saw the pictures, I thought they were Killstar's pictures, but because of the name, I thought it was what, like, dropshipping. I thought it was a rip-off website. I thought it was rip-off stuff. I've noticed a big increase in their social media response going down. They have so many followers on social media, but their Instagram comments are getting less and less and more negative and more critical. And I think people are finally seeing that they're not really worth their price. Yes, they make pretty clothes, but are they worth what they're selling them for? They just seem to get plain black clothing, stick a pentagram on it, call it goth, and boom, 60 quid. They very recently had a bit of a job scandal as well. It was in a local Brighton newspaper. It was quite the local scandal. So Killstar is moving to Brighton, and they have told the 40 workers that currently work remotely around the UK for them, you either need to move from wherever you're living in the UK to Brighton or face redundancy. That's people in Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Manchester, Liverpool, like all up north, everywhere in the UK. You either have to pack up your kids, pack up your house, pack up your lives and move to Brighton, right down south, or take redundancy in a cost of living crisis. According to one employee, the jobs that are being made redundant or moved can still be done remotely even if Killstar do move themselves down to Brighton. There is no need for them to make possibly all these 40 employees redundant. They can still do their job remotely even if the company moves. Nice job, Killstar. Way to help out the community. So let's talk environment. I believe they've added a carbon neutral option to their shipping on the checkout of their website, but their overall environmental impact on the website, good on you, is very poor. I'll open my purse and moths will fly out. Killstar's rating is as poor as I am. They claim that Killstar actually provides no evidence that they use low impact materials, and because the brand follows unsustainable fast fashion lines, they cannot be an environmentally friendly brand. There's no actual evidence that they are reducing their climate impact. And while they do offer second-hand reselling on their website, which I do think is pretty cool that they do that, I don't know how it works, but I do like that they do that. There's no evidence to show that they're taking it further by cutting down textile waste in their supply chain. It's money over morals. Investors' pockets go deep, and unfortunately they got long arms. This is why I'm poor! I got no pockets and short arms! So I've had the odd piece from them over the last couple of years, like mainly from Vinted or from Kate's Clothing, and the quality has been hit or miss. I'm not going to sit here and say it's all been shit, because it hasn't. I have had some pieces that have been quite nice, but paying 50, 60 quid for a polyester dress. Polyester is plastic, and every time you wash it, those microplastics break down in your washing machine, they get filtered out, they end up in the ocean, they fill them fishies' lungs with plastic, baby, save the fishies! Glop, 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 glop. At the end of the day, Killstar are going to keep doing what they're doing. They've got investors to keep happy. They've got investors to keep invests. As long as we keep giving them money, nothing's going to change. Can we just bring back some, like, more smaller alternative brands? Can you comment down below your favourite small alternative clothing brands? Like Exo Umbra is is run by a lovely person that I love so much, and like just let's have some smaller brands that deserve some love. Let's lift up the good guys, man. All these money making wankers they've got enough money. This is my money, look. 2p, and I've only got one, so I can't even like pay the ferryman if I die. He's gonna take me halfway up the River Styx and then just leave me there. You still enjoying this? Were you enjoying it to start off with? Should we have a little drink break? No, because I haven't got a drink, so no. If I can't have a drink, you can't have a drink. I did bring a bottle of water up with me, but for some reason I don't know where it's gone. It's alright, I'll be drowning in the river soon when the ferryman doesn't have the full fare to take me across. Next, soft kitty clothing. This is a short one. This one saddens me. That's a personal description. Short and sad. I I did my anti-haul on soft kitty clothing about 3 years ago. I did it with another company, but I'll talk about them in a minute. They used to be a well-known brand. I had a lot of comments on that video from people saying that they used to shop with them a lot during like MySpace days when they were a scene kid. Apparently they were once upon a time a really good shop and a really like people's go-to. Like my go-to is Kate's Clothing. If I want to treat myself, I go to Kate's Clothing. Apparently Soft Kitty was a lot of people's go-to clothes shop. But they basically turned into a drop shipping website. Drop shipping is just shit, isn't it? It's just bollocks. I did a test from them. I found a top, I think it was it a strawberry top that they had on their website that I was so sure I had seen on AliExpress. I bought the same top on AliExpress and I bought them at the same time, like not literally at the same time. Like, we weren't trying to get concert tickets. I'm not like 2 laptops at once. Ugh. I bought one and then I went and bought the other one. And they arrived like pretty much the same time. If you go back to the video, I've got all the details. But they arrived in like the same packaging, same shipping label, like the shipping label, considering Soft Kitty is in the UK, I think not too far from where I live. I waited 6 weeks or whatever to get that top. It came with a customs label on it. I was like, I think this brand's from like Norwich. Did it travel the world in 80 days to get to me? Could have bought me back a sangria. So these 2 packages came, pretty much identical. Bags, customs labels, everything, you know. I'm no Einstein, but I know a cookie when I see a cookie. I just proved that Soft Kitty were drop shipping clothes, basically. After my video went up, the owner of Soft Kitty Clothing reached out to me. They sent me a message. I'm not really going to go into what they said because it was very personal, but they sent me a message and said what had happened to the website. Long story short, they had temporarily given the website to a family member or a friend to look after, and it was that person that had switched from the good brand that everybody used to know and love to drop shipping. The owner said they had got the website back and they were hoping to get it back to what it used to be, and that was pretty much it. That was the end of it. We never spoke again. We had nothing to speak about, you know. I'm not out there wishing them Merry Christmas. That was about 3 years ago. About a year ago, I ended up like having like a doom scroll on my top lap, and I was looking for a dress or something. I was depression shopping. I need to shop for serotonin, and it took me to Soft Kitty Clothing. I was like, oh, blast from the past. So I clicked on it. I thought, oh well, come on, let's be a nosy neighbour. Let's have a cheeky little wank. Nothing had changed. They were still drop shipping. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know this. I don't know if the circumstances had changed. The person that had it kept it and carried on doing it, or I don't know if the owner took it back and carried on doing it. But basically, the website was still as it was. I think the strawberry top was still on there. It was still drop shipping shit. So nothing had really changed in the year. And it was quite sad to see. So I just yeeted off that website and I was like, oh, I'll just never go back. Fast forward to now. I was researching for this video and I went and had a look, and the website's gone. It's completely gone. The domain is for sale. Their Instagram is completely gone. Their Trustpilot has dropped down to 1 star. I think it was, I have no idea what it was at when my anti-haul went up. I don't think it was at 1, but it's dropped down to 1. But it seems like they've closed and shut down business. For the owner's sake, I hope they're all right, and I hope maybe they've just moved on and maybe started a new business or closed the chapter on Soft Kitty, because from the reviews on Trustpilot, it got bad. People were not happy, but it's gone. So I'm good. Like, that's it for like the big ones. I have a few honourable mentions, and then we're done. Then we're done. Gloomland and Vimpoke. Oh, I have not heard your names in years, baby. Do you know how many Gloomland and Vimpoke accounts I have blocked on Instagram. Satan works for Vimpoke. They are the classic, we love your vibe, DM us to collab. Bitch, don't make me do your work for ya. If anyone reaches out to you on Instagram, email, they've moved to email now. Email, Facebook, whatever. Any brand ever, if they message you and they say, DM us to collab, or we will send you 5 products for free, motherfucker. Message our main account to claim it. Be careful, be quick. Spaces are limited, bro. It's bollocks. It's literally bollocks. Do not fall for it. Wipe your ass with razor blades before you fall for it. I have blocked so many Vimpoke accounts, and this is how many they still have on Instagram. And Gloomland. This is just about those 2, but there are so many. What's the other ones? Creepy ones. Raven something. Oh my god, there is so many. Viking Skull. There is so many, and they message me every single goddamn day, and I instantly just block. But they find me. They find me. It's like a horror film whenever I open the phone. Hello? Hi! You've got 5 free items waiting for you. Message us direct to claim them. Be quick. Spaces are limited. No! How does Instagram allow this? Zuckerberg of the mark. How do you allow this? You're the king of the lizards. Surely you should be able to suss out the snaky reptiles. Don't fall for it, guys. There are a myriad of different ways they scam you. They get you to pay shipping, which is more than the price of the items. They steal your card details. They do not send you stuff. Brands are not out there sending you free stuff unless you have 10,000 plus followers. And if they are, they will be from a legit brand. They will message you from their profile, their legit only one profile, their main profile, and they will contact you direct. That is the only way they will do it. And they will have 1 page, maybe 2, you know, some brands have a backup page. If they have more than 1, maybe 2 pages, it's a scam, guys. I don't want to break your heart, and I have so many people message me like, I just got this message and I really want to get into modelling. Do you think it's genuine? And I'm like, no, it's not genuine. It's not genuine, babe. And then I feel like a dickhead for breaking your heart when it's them. It's them. They're that boyfriend that doesn't work and stays on the couch playing Xbox all day while you go to work, and then you come home and he's like, babe, I'm so hungry. Where you been all day? Like, there's this game I really want to play, like, and you have to buy them the game because you feel bad that they've been sat at home all day doing nothing while you've been slaving at work. Get yourself a new man. Rant over. If a brand wants to work with you, they will message you from their own page, their legit page. Just be careful out there, guys. I don't want you getting scammed. Psycho Rebel. Psycho Rebel. Rebel of the Psychos. What? Their Instagram is @PsychoRebelXX. They made these really cool bikinis. They were admittedly like pretty badass, and I totally would have worn one if I didn't look like cheese wire on me. Their website has now changed its name to gothshop.shop. How original. They have a lot of followers on Instagram, I think over 100,000, but they delete every negative comment because people are still waiting for orders. So every post has only like 2 comments, and then, oh, love you, babe, love it, beautiful, your princess. They delete every negative and where's my order comments. And their Trustpilot is 96% 1 stars. 96%. I can't remember how much it was in my video, but off the top of my head, I feel like it was like 80 something. I could be completely pulling that out of my ass, but that feels about right. But now it's 96. 96. That is the opposite of 69, so you're gonna have a bad time. Avoid, avoid, avoid. And last but not least, how could we forget? How could we forget Dollskill? We can't forget Dollskill because every time I open TikTok, there's a new. I'm on Dollskill TikTok. It's a new like Dollskill have ripped me off. I feel like Dollskill let you know how shit they are all by themselves. Like you don't need my help. Plus, Addie on TikTok like lets you know as well. So just follow her and she'll tell you everything. My Dollskill Antihaul got me a lot of backlash. That was one of the more popular ones. Yeah, but people ride hard. I thought people rode dick hard for Killstar. No. They titty wank hard for Dollskill. People don't want to admit something can be beautiful and vile at the same time. But we can. So what's happened since my Antihaul? They actually put a picture of my Antihaul in their end of year YouTube review, which I was a little bit like, little me? I made it in your video? I wish I'd done better hair. Like, because I had a really wig on in that video, and if I'd known that Dollskill were actually going to see it and like share it and, you know, I would have put more effort in, babe. But it wasn't about me, it was about you. But I'm glad you saw it, babe. They didn't take any points on they didn't do anything, but I'm glad they saw it. But nothing's really changed. Nothing's changed. They seem to have a sale on every day, which is always a bit of a red flag for me. Like not a red flag in the sense like red flag. It's like a your business is failing kind of red flag way. Like you're trying to draw people in by constant sales. And I was on their website and it had one sale ending in like 10 minutes. I can't remember what I'll try and film one. I'll try and catch another one. But it said one like Halloween sale and it ended in 10 minutes. And then that sale ended and then I was expecting all the prices to go back up. No, it just changed the sale to something else. Like spooky sale, and then the timer started again. But nothing's really changed with Dollskill. I see the same stuff on TikTok with design stealing. A lot of them allegedly stealing people's content. People will post their outfits and they will then steal the video and put it as a sponsored post, which they can then use TikTok shop and make money from. And I see that a lot on there, which is pretty shitty because if anyone should be doing that, it should be the person who is in the video, the person whose content it is. I've also seen a big increase in people saying their clothes have broken. Just, I don't know, I think people are becoming a little bit more, just a little bit more aware of where they shop. You know, maybe people aren't caring still, but I think people are becoming a little bit more aware of it. I have seen a lot of people say on TikTok as well that they have received the wrong item, but because tracking says their parcel has been delivered, Dollskill do nothing about it because they received the parcel. Doesn't matter that it wasn't what you ordered, you received the parcel, it's done on their end. I mean, if I ordered like a box of cookies and a car turned up at my house, I'm gonna complain because I want the box of cookies. They're still using 12-year-olds as customer service assistants, like, hey, bzz, bzz, BBZ, hey, bzz, like, really? Are we still doing this? We miss you. Well, you can keep missing me. I don't miss you. But yeah, nothing seems to really change with Dollskill, and all their drama is on TikTok. There seems to be like new drama every week. Whereas these other brands have kind of settled. Dollskill is up and running. That's it. That is it. My throat is killing me. This has been a feisty one. Are there any brands that you would like me to dive into, like me to have a look and check out? I have a list of a few other brands I want to check out, but this has got me in the anti-haul mood again. So let me know if there's any brands that you want me to check out, and I'll see what I can find on them. Before I go, I gotta say a huge shout out to Will, Cannibal Kisses SFX on Instagram. I will put their Instagram down below. Please do check them out. It's because of people like Will that I can continue to bring you this screamy nonsense. Will, I'm so glad you enjoy what I do. I hope you enjoyed the craziness of this. Like, this is, I need to go and have a Subway. A foot long. I was only joking, but Will, I think I might get a Subway now. All this talk about inappropriateness. Right, thank you so much, Will, for supporting my channel. It means the absolute world, and it is literally because of you that I can sit here and bring this information to the land of the boobies. So thank you so much. So boobs, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button. If you can, check out my Patreon because it really helps out my channel and allows me to keep doing this kind of nonsense. And leave a comment, let me know brands and all that jazz, and I will see you very soon with another video. Much love, boobs. Take care of yourself. I need a drink. I forgot where I was, but I love you, and most of all, stay weird.